All right, all right, all right.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm licking it.
What's your name, scumbag?
Knowledge.
Oh, hell no!
No, don't do it. No, don't do it.
I am the licker.
All week long. Start with a hallelujah, Ed. All rise. Order in the court.
Ed's give out like 9,000 subscriptions. How's he not a member already?
Right. What, did you upgrade or something there, Ed? We got a case. All rise. Court is almost in session here in Dalton, Georgia, home of this here's Earl, I believe.
Earl's home state, home area, stomping grounds.
One of them. We'll be bouncing around a little bit. Judge Herman really brought it yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess he's on a tear today, Mikey was telling me.
Oh yeah, he's in a mood, already yelling at the detention center officers, telling them don't want to hear any. If you can't do stuff for him, then don't be doing nothing.
Oh,
don't be asking me no favors. So don't.
Okay, thank you for the heads up. Looks like Mikey is going to have to do We Got a Case no matter what tomorrow. When is that? What time is it?
Yeah, that could be it. It could be 9 o'clock in the morning.
We made sure that somebody wrote it down. I'm going to be on the road.
He's on the road to
We're going to have to find out. They have the dockets are on. Actually, you can pull them up. I'll have to look. You can pull them up. I don't know if you can pull them. I know you can pull up the day's docket.
Not ahead of time, maybe the day before.
It's actually kind of dark here. Well, overcast, not dark, but at least cooler. Anyways.
It's very cloudy and rainy here. It's 73.
No, it's not that cool by any means.
Yeah, it's rained all day here.
Yeah. Oh, it will be here soon. They are lining up and getting ready. Good to see everybody jumping in. Ready for court. Let's jump over to Judge Herman for a little bit. I guess first appearances, right?
The first and most important appearance.
Sounds like you understand all three of those things. Is that true?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he don't like being
You
lied
want
to.
me to
So
go
be
over
careful.
the charge, the penalties, or your right?
I understand.
Oh, I know that other one.
All
Is,
right.
oh, look, they are. We can see our contestants lining up at the front row already.
In pink masks today. Pink.
I am going to
Hi, Schuster.
that
Rooster.
The OG Rooster.
So the next thing we got to do is set by.
Nah. Let me get on that flush. Can you imagine?
That'd be awesome.
So that means I'm eligible for a bond?
Ed upgraded his membership to Beautiful Bridges now from
we'll see.
the bush to the bridge.
Hell yeah, Ed. Which, by the way, don't forget special time and night
All right,
for
these
members
are-
only
this would
tonight
be,
at 8 o'clock.
well, before we even go to the bond conditions, I didn't give you a pretrial date, so let me do that. Your pretrial conference
It's rocking.
will be July 18th, 2022 at 8:30 in the morning.
That's the other rooster.
Going to Judge Marsh.
Double roosters.
You understand that?
Two roosters in the hen house. Good to
It will
see
be
you.
in person.
I like
You
ghosts.
understand that?
I like ghosts. Yeah, ghosts are great. Did you know there was a Lake Norman
right.
monster?
Now, let me go to your bond conditions.
No, is it?
Yeah. I
You
sent
have to
the
appear
article
for
over
any
to our
examination, arraignment, trial, sentencing,
CB
or any
Space
time or
Radio
places directed by
Space
the
Show.
court. If you're
Facebook.
represented by an attorney,
Oh, look at it.
notices to appear will be given to the attorney instead of to you. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Is
You
that
have
a
to abide
screen
by any
door behind
judgment
her?
entered in the case and surrender to serve any sentence imposed. You understand?
Does it like screen?
Yeah, I think it's a weird wood texture.
You're not to leave Michigan without court permission.
Yeah, I'm glad you love it. It's the good stuff.
What happens when you take the drugs?
Yes, sir.
Did you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Or drinking.
I didn't
Drinking.
hear the last part. It kind of.
You cannot
Checked up.
leave the state of Michigan without court permission.
Oh.
Yeah, my old microphone was like,
You're not to commit any crimes while you're on release.
now you get to see all this
Understand that?
beautiful horror and everything.
No problem. Yes, sir.
You need to notify the court in writing of any change of address or telephone number. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
She
You're not to
is
use
really
alcohol, marijuana, or illegal or controlled substances.
making me
Do you understand
nervous.
that?
Yes, sir.
Just with all her rocking and yes sirs, and I'm uncomfortable. Judge Herman's got all them today at that at the the shelter for women's. They're all sitting around today drawing with the best pencils money can buy.
Oh, yeah.
They're drawing things, just having a good time.
Mango, no,
Other
and anything
proposition.
Baja, stay away from. But the mango, I want to try the mango
You're not
whip
to
at Taco
purchase
Bell. Have you
or
seen that
possess a
yet?
firearm or other dangerous
No.
weapon. You have
Mango
ammunition.
freeze.
You understand that?
Yes, sir.
But I believe.
You are not to
Whipped cream.
assault, harass,
Mango.
intimidate, beat, molest, wound, or threaten Montrell McDuffie. You understand that?
Yes, no problem.
Oh, she beat somebody up. She's just warming up to get out there and whoop his ass again.
Thank you, Lou.
By
Have contact with or cause a third party to have contact with Montrell McDuffie.
Yes, sir.
Montrell McDuffie. That sounds like
Glenn, you know Montrell?
a nice Irish boy. The McDuffies were here the other day, coming through, giving us our time. We got a case, our case only channel.
Not
We're trying to
to-
grow that. If you would find it on the YouTubes, it's down
Plies.
in the look below. There's a link tree that has all the links. If
Plies.
you subscribe to that, plays.
I'm going to, this stuff is going to be
Judge
in
Herman
the,
is
in the
boring me
police
today.
lien computer.
Yeah, he's burned
Okay.
out, man.
Yeah, after yesterday, I don't blame him.
So,
I was
Mr.
pretty
Skinner, what do you want
exhausted
to tell
after
me
that, too.
before I set Bob?
Judge, she and dispenser is gainfully employed, not on probation or parole.
Let's just jump to some other random one while we wait to hear like this guy. This is me right now waiting for court to start.
Which one? The guy with
This
the
guy just leaves.
shirt that kind of hugs his bod a little bit.
Yeah,
too
it's a little
much?
too tight, I think. No,
It is. It's
He
not
might need an
flowy.
undershirt
Ooh, that's a good idea. I
or
like
some
that.
Spanx. That what those are for, or are those something else?
Get one of those girdle things, pull everything
Yes.
kind of together. I like that idea. I think that would be the move.
Must be a bit hot in the courtroom today. She's not the only one I've seen fanning herself. I mean, I would imagine that a place this beautiful would have some very nice.
You
AC.
think they forgot to turn the AC on when they came in?
I'd maybe so. Hello there, Terminator.
The term.
How you doing?
Oh,
Yeah, and there's this old guy that is at the check-in desk or the refreshment stand. I'm not sure, one of the two. I look forward to seeing him. Hopefully he's
My question is this: why is that guy standing right there by the, like the judge is about to
I don't
come in,
know.
he's going, like,
it's strange because he did just as soon as he had walked up there, he had taken a picture.
like he needs words with the judge, like now, not later, not waiting like everyone else. Now, oh, all the cops are signing in.
Why is there so many of them there?
Oh,
Oh, don't trip.
careful.
Is that the judge?
Is that the judge? Yeah, he just took his coat off.
Yeah, he's ready.
Oh, he's
right,
going
Jump over here, see what we got.
behind the scenes. Creed, did
I understand why
his
you
jacket
feel that
on.
way, and I think that
Roll.
is an incorrect interpretation because, of course, some people are found not guilty, and some people are found guilty of other things. So, but I get what you're saying, and I know why you feel that way.
Yeah, I don't mean to take up the court's time, but allow me to just put on record that this person, victim, you know, has had ample opportunity 2 times to come, and the excuse was I had to work. No, that you know, twice though, and you've been told in advance.
Also, Your Honor, can I
Yeah,
drop my
sometimes.
SoundCloud
And
link?
they dismissed it on record. It's dismissed with prejudice, so we'll bring it back up. And I was lied to in court saying, oh, she's here and she's gonna do this. And
Hey, Joe.
the person was never here.
Joe.
They tried to do plenty scare tactics and try to coerce me into taking a plea that was not a blind plea. So I just want that to be known. I know we're gonna proceed, but I'm not gonna just lay down.
Okay.
You know, so
That all of that is
Jailhouse
is
attorney.
well within your rights.
Yeah.
And Miss Reed is here from the Public Defender's Office. She's listening to what you're saying. She'll make sure that whoever's handling your case knows what we did today.
can I get Sam Bernstein by any chance, or that's why I had
Great
like,
if he was.
Possibly, yeah,
He wants the
possibly.
best
Miss Reed,
attorney.
when your office.
Well, you know
does
the
their
public
motion to
defenders
withdraw,
by
will you
name.
Remind the court, please, that Mr.
No,
Bernstein is
You know,
obviously
you've had a
appointed.
few cycles.
Just one or
Because Mr.
two.
Bryant obviously likes him and trusts him, and it would be good for Mr. Bryant to have a lawyer that he knows.
yes, I have another case that I'm on too, and he's very unprofessional. It seems like there's a lot of malpractice in this this county, but it's not nothing to do with me. Like, I'm just a small voice, but I'm not the only person in here that is, you know, feeling. You
Okay.
know, I appreciate your time. Thank you.
All right, you're all set with me, Mr. Bryant. Thank you.
Wow, what a soliloquy this man just gave us about
I
corruption.
I thought he was going to be one of those that just doesn't shut up, but at least he has
Hi,
enough
are you ready,
common
Mr.
sense
Epps?
to shut up.
He was
We need the
filibustering.
microphone on for Mr. Epps, please. Hi,
One,
could you
two,
state your
one,
name to
two.
record?
God, no,
Okay,
really.
Mr. Epps, looks like you've got 2 files, 3 files, 2 misdemeanors and 1 felony.
At this rate, I might
Let's start
catch up
your
with you.
Contact information. I have your mailing
Please
address.
go
Love it.
home.
What's that?
Please, can I go home?
Okay. I
Oh,
don't
sure.
want you to ask me that
Oh,
right
Next.
now. Everyone that I
Is-
talk to wants to go
am-
home. I already know that.
All right,
Okay.
is this the same person in
I
both?
just opened your
pods?
file. I don't even know what you're charged with. So
I
let's-
mean-
let's just work through it in the ordinary way.
Hairstyles are similar.
Yeah, we'll get
This
to
is a
the
racist
bond
podcast.
when we come to that part
Looks
of
like
the
the
arraignment.
same dude.
I'm gonna start with your contact.
Can I go
information.
home?
What is
That was
your
his first
mailing
question.
It's a
address?
great way to start. Just
I've got Dakota.
408 Dakota.
dun, 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 do what you want to do.
And is
One
it
of the
okay
best.
with you if the court uses your phone and your email to have contact with you?
He did,
Yes.
David. Just normally when you have somebody that's like
Thank
that,
you. Let's start with the felony.
you know,
This is State of
coming in hot
Michigan
with
versus
having
Derek Epps.
terminology and all that. They either
21
be
F1
really annoying and not shut up.
132. I have
He was.
received
He's
a
well spoken.
petition
He wouldn't shut up.
requesting a court-appointed lawyer. I will sign that. You may proceed when you're ready, Ms. Reed.
Thank you. Sylvana Reed, Assistant Public Defender with and on behalf of Mr. Epps. We have reviewed the complaints, so we will waive a formal reading of all of the charges and
Okay.
stand mute.
Okay, you may address bond on the felony.
Thank you. We
Well,
would
Mama
like
Gil?
to ask for a PR bond in this matter. I believe that the bond recommendation form indicated that there was no cash requirement requested. Additionally, the other cases, I believe also, well, at least one of them has a PR bond.
I'll put a
and
link in
so,
there for you.
as Mr. Epps has indicated, he would like to be released from custody today with the understanding that he will be following up. We did get his email address and he knows that the future court dates will be on Zoom so that he will be able to attend that way.
Okay, not on probation or parole for anything.
That's him.
Is a pending case out of 14.
Which one is that? Epps or
What that is,
That's
One
Epps,
right here.
bud. Didn't you see the window behind him?
or if it
Come on.
matters, it might not matter.
I believe he had that case this morning and was given a PR bond.
Okay, great. All right, I'll give you a personal bond
Here,
on
thank you,
all
Nightbot.
3 files. The other 2 files are City of Ypsilanti versus Derek Epps, 1721698.
All drinks.
And Pittsfield Township versus Derek Epps, 21111.
That was a great one.
You have a personal bond on all
Overlooking, right?
three
Wasn't that
of
where that
these
was?
files,
Yes.
Mr. Epps. Did you want to waive the time?
Just
frame?
had a baby.
Mr. Epps, you are entitled to have your next court date within 14 days of today's arraignment date. However, because the courts are backed up, they're asking people who are able to get out of custody if it's okay to push that date a little bit further in the future.
Courts are
So are
backed
you
up.
okay with having that date pushed out a little bit, or do you want the next available
We just
date?
took a holiday. Congratulations. We just took a holiday. Why did we not work through that?
available date.
July 7th, 9 a.m. for the probable cause conference.
Get ready. Ain't going to lose a day too on a
The
full.
Yeah, we're about to get
listing out
way
of the city
behind
of
then if that's the
Ypsilanti
case.
is going to be
Behind
on
now, get
July
ready.
13th.
Maybe it is a
at
good
9
time to just sit
a.m.
down and say, "Can I get out, Your Honor?"
And
Your Honor, I
the
seen
Pittsfield
we're just backed up
Township
over here.
misdemeanor. Hang on, that's not on my queue. I gotta locate that. I don't have that one from Mr.
incarcerating
Epps.
people is big business.
The Pittsfield one.
I know our local jail
While you're
like
on bond,
brings
you're
in
not
people
to go to
from
Meyer.
overcrowded jails to stay here and get paid like
And
lot of money.
the
That's the money,
Pittsfield
it's the beds.
Township court date will be
I had found
on-
out about that. Our small county
August
jail,
3rd.
you know, or grew up in New York.
Do you use Zoom? Do you know how to appear by
Most
Zoom,
of it
Mr. Epps?
is criminals shouldn't be in a county
Okay.
jail. They should be in
So
a
all
giant
for
prison, but
all
because
three
the money
files,
is
you'll get
so
something
good
sent
to
your
house
email
them.
that has the
Mhm.
exact time
take
that
'em
you
in.
should appear and
Yeah.
also the link to use to appear by Zoom. So just remember, it's 3 different days. Okay?
Hey,
Yes.
again,
Do you have any
much different
questions?
in every court you go.
No, Your Honor.
All right,
Trust
you're
me.
all set,
There's
sir.
some courts
Thank
that aren't
you.
backed up.
No.
I got a PR vote.
Perfect. Okay. So it'll probably take a few hours for all the paperwork. to get
Success.
processed.
I got a
Yes.
PR bond.
What's
That was
that?
nice and easy, wasn't it?
Uh-huh.
To the front? Not until they call for you. I'm just giving you a heads up.
I'd stand up and say, she
I'll
said
be
I
right
could go
with you.
now.
Yeah, Monica,
Okay.
that was a great one yesterday. If you guys haven't seen it, yesterday's We Got a Case was one thing. We're over there with Judge Herman and a cast of characters. It's a good one.
It's nice to be able to do that every once in a while where we can
Right.
take the case from beginning to end,
Yeah.
wrap it up in a nice 90-minute bundle.
Yeah.
Just her and this guy now. They go start talking.
Yeah, we'll check it out. I like ghosts are cool.
Ghosts are cool, especially
Ghosts
the
are cool,
ones
too.
from England.
By the way, back to the where we were just talking about with the jails and stuff. You know, let's be honest. School's that way too.
Oh,
High
yeah.
school, all that.
Mhm.
You know, they get paid by the kid. That's why they want you there in the morning.
We gotta take roll.
Exactly.
Take this down to the office. It's very important. They need roll now. Please like this video. But yeah, we had like a modest sized jail, and then they built this gigantic jail. I was like, wow, we'll be locking up a lot more people. But yeah, they just rent them out, and I think the county gets like $6,000 or $7,000 a month per person they house for these other places.
Afternoon, Dylan.
3 times, huh? 3 times. In between spraying bugs. You got time like that, bud? Really? Got that kind of time on your hands now, do you? We'll be on tonight at 8:00.
That's
Dylan.
true. Yeah, if you got a minute.
Dylan, if you have time, we're
Oh,
going to be
my.
doing members only tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern time. Special time, special day. Oh, yeah.
Well, we're still not getting anywhere here. So
Okay. All right. So we're back on record.
No, you're back.
Municipal court
is that a FERT?
afternoon session. We're going to start with probation revocation and those folks who are here that are inmates that are
Oh,
incarcerated.
I didn't even realize I
If I
did
could
turn the
have-
volume up. Thanks.
That's fine. That's why I said we're back.
I'm trying to
Wake
figure
up,
out
Craig.
not,
I got a bunch of stuff. If you guys wondering about why we're doing the members only tonight, is because I'm leaving in the morning. I'll be up in the mountains for a few days. So
There's a young lady back there who's not on my list.
and do everything I can to at least hopefully 2 morning streams, maybe. I mean, that's
What's your
possible.
name, ma'am?
And of course, we got a chase anyways.
What? How does he know the lady in the back? He doesn't have her on the docket.
She's hot.
I'm guessing.
Sticks out of the crowd.
Doctor, what are you doing here?
Doctor, why are you still
here for a
here?
probation revocation matter, or are you
Hi,
here
Nate.
because you didn't show up to court?
Probation revocation.
Take you first. Have you had a chance to review your rights form?
Seems like she's in all right mood
If you'll
today.
come to the podium.
No, she's doing all right.
Possibly, Pamela. I don't want to, I don't want to.
Well, hey, girl.
Don't want to commit to something that I can't.
Arlie Cervantes.
Service is really
correct?
bad there, and it's like $15 a day for
Okay.
Wi-Fi.
What's your date of birth?
9/11 of 2003.
Okay.
Ooh, terrible
So-
date to be born.
What I see
What
here,
a
were
day
there
to
2 charges
celebrate.
or just this one day.
She's there to get her birthday legally
Okay.
changed.
2 charges on one.
Oh
day.
God,
The
no.
day
North
was,
Carolina, only 3 hours away.
7/25/22. No, 5/25/22. Why is
It's gonna be one of those days, Creed, when the floodgates just open up and we have tons
Oh,
of work.
we have licking over there too.
Yep.
Just pause it.
other citations?
Well,
in this
let
court?
me.
Yeah, because they're live all the time.
But they don't save them.
It just stays live. They don't cut it.
You've been revoked in Superior Court
So it's-
for 180 days. Is that right?
Somebody was watching that feed last night at 4:00 in the morning. There's 4 people.
Just the emblem.
With the name scrolling. Some of y'all
I
way
have
more
another
dedicated.
court date on July the 13th in Superior Court.
And you have another court date here, July 15th. Let me move that out of the way. July 13th, I'm sorry. July 13th here as well. Do you want to handle these matters today? Let me ask, after having a chance to review your rights form, do you have any questions for me about your rights? Are you ready to proceed without an attorney?
My
Or
God.
do you want an attorney appointed?
I already have appointed attorney.
Different court. So if you want an appointed attorney in this court, you just have to ask for it.
Oh,
Would you like that?
At some point we
Okay.
will.
So we're going to bring her back.
We
Very
wanted
close.
to, but last time having him on was so much fun,
Giles,
just
Lucas.
shooting the shit with him.
It had to be like nighttime
Yeah.
for us because he'd have to get off work, get home.
Why won't we be transferred?
No, but I bet you there was some fighting in that house last night. Can you imagine? Oh God.
There's going to be some more sheetrock work that needs to be done after that.
Yeah. Not just the ceiling. What if she finished her mustard though?
All
I
right, so
hope
I'm
so.
going to place it on the calendar not for the 13th of July.
I don't know how many
the
people are
18th of July, which is a Monday.
seated in the back,
That's
but
when
I don't
we're
think we have
handling
too many people today here.
Okay. All right.
She came from all the way in the back.
His name is Giles Jones. He's a
Giles.
public defender here.
Giles.
He does a fine job, and he'll be happy to help you. Okay. So we'll give you notice before you get out of here.
Okay.
All right. Any questions for me?
Hey, is that like a mob name? Don't make me send old Giles Jones over to your place, boy. Yeah.
And I have Christopher Dwayne Patton.
Lips Lucius will be there as well.
Look at this hair.
Good afternoon, Mr. Patton. Have you had a chance to review your rights form? Do you have any questions for me about your rights? Are you ready to proceed without an attorney
Would you like to
Are
talk about
you
the
waiving
shitty
your
tattoos
right?
you have?
to a jury?
He's a gangsta.
So, Mr. Patton, you have one charge, and I'm getting ahead of my clerk.
One
Think
charge
his-
of what?
His cellmate helped him with his hair.
Oh, he's somebody's bitch. Although I feel as if he's trying to be tough guy, but it ain't working with that hair up like that.
He's got that one piece coming down in front, like he's a member of the Misfits or something.
Okay, so you have one charge from January 18, 2018, and this is possession of marijuana less than an ounce.
I'm sure
The
it was.
statute is 16
That's it?
13-2B.
Harder than a mother effer.
Okay. If you will sign that electronic pad in front of you, You'll be entering a guilty plea and waiving your rights as described on your rights form. Now, has anyone promised you anything or threatened you in any way to get you to enter that plea?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol today? All right, so I will accept your plea.
Tiny little bit of
Why has it
weed.
taken so long to address this charge?
Because I was in prison.
We're in prison, okay. And when were you released?
Oh,
Released June of last year.
That's why he didn't show up for
Last
court.
year you didn't
well,
come
that
to
makes
court and
sense. That's a
Take care of this.
valid excuse.
Why didn't you do that?
Last year.
Yeah, last year, from June
Oh, I was on the
2021
run.
until June
I was
of
on the
this year.
run. From,
I'm-
yeah. I was on
What?
the run from Dalton Police Department.
You were on the run.
That's so casual.
Okay.
Oh, I was running from law,
What
Your
do you
Honor.
have pending other than this charge?
Other than this charge, conspiracy of fourth theft by takings, fraud,
Takens.
alleged.
Here comes the real shit right
All right.
here.
So I am going to place you on probation for 12 months. I'm going to.
If he's in jail the whole
give you-
time, does it
actually,
count?
let me stop that. I'm just going to give you 30 days to serve,
There we go.
time served.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
All right, thank you.
he was
Anthony,
he was
Blue,
certainly
Anthony
honest.
Hayden Blue.
Oh my God, he's a wee lad. Oh, he about to do something.
Oh,
He's breaking out a shiv.
Yeah, I was getting ready to see if we're going to see some action. He talks prison, but that's what happens after you spend enough
All right.
time.
Mr. Blue, have you had a chance to review your rights form?
Why is he not
Do
standing
you
in
have any
front of the
questions
podium?
for me about your rights? No, sir. Ready to proceed this afternoon?
It's an optical illusion. I think.
No, his foot's way
Your
over
Honor,
here.
Anthony Hayden Blue.
Sharing it
failed
with
to
that
reply as
hottie.
directed, failed to make payments on his fines and fees as directed, failed to complete community service hours, and also he failed to appear on 5/18/2022.
He also missed 3 payments on
Within
his
last week.
Kohl's credit card.
And found in violation of his probation. However, he chose to withhold sentencing at that time until today.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna have like not a redo necessarily, but okay. So you've already admitted that you violated your probation and under as it was just described.
Yes, sir.
Mhm. I gotta look and see. He's got-
Columbia House ain't on just that ass. It's on.
Yeah, supposed to be reporting. I was in the hospital, however, I did not.
Come at me, bro.
Thereafter. If there's any way possible, if I can just, I'm gonna be in the Wicklow County Jail for the next 50 days.
No, okay, that's Florida.
We can just. deal with this.
Did they catch him?
And behind me.
This is for aggravated driving, speeding, and using a
like-
handicap park.
Is that like road rage,
Oh.
aggravated driving?
I can just see this little shit driving just
As of today, there is 1 month remaining on this case.
but
Fun.
parking in a handicap spot.
So I'm going to give you credit for time served, and you'll be done. Why did Judge Bradford hesitate?
He had a couple of tickets that Mr. Blue had thought he had taken care of in probate.
Oh,
court.
those are
He
some
had
serious
two
hills.
tickets, and he was giving us the court time to straighten that out.
Yes, sir. If I also may again. Patrick Webb is my attorney over in probate court, and I brought that up. I was just in probate court this morning, and I brought it up to Judge
Levins.
And
Yes, I
Mr.
got
Webb
that.
has jumped in and says, I will contact the court over there and work this out. The 2 remaining tickets end in 228 and 229. I have pled out over there and got kind of
Days, I think, Joe.
I'm kind of concerned why I'm being brought up before on these 2 again.
You shouldn't be because you haven't done anything. That's why you're being brought in here because you haven't done anything, right? You're in
Okay.
violation of your probation.
We were doing so
it's a
good.
different court, so you have to answer to
Get
why
that
you
up in
didn't
your
do
mouth
what
and say
you said
something.
to do. That's why you were brought in. Pretty
Thought it had been-
straightforward.
No, I
Not-
thought it was 2 tickets in 2 different courts. the
Oh,
same ticket.
because
Okay.
we have a city court and we have a county court. And if you get a ticket in the county, you go to probate court. If you get a ticket in the city of Dalton, you go to
Got a
city.
big Honda logo in the back window,
Any other questions?
faded and torn.
Brother, I believe he had failed to appear on the 2 tickets that actually are city. I don't know if they have.
So we actually have charges that you haven't dealt with in this court.
It'd be funny if
Are
little
you
man
ready
looked
to
over to her
address
and go,
those
"Would you
today?"
shut up, please?" Jesus, we were just about done.
I know you're about to let him go on time served, and now we're just regressing.
I'm here to see you on that I dealt with over there.
It's that woo
They
woo.
were telling me it was the same ticket. The insurance and failure to maintain lane on Wall Street, and those I've fled out over in probate court.
Francis.
That ticket.
That was within the city,
Hey,
and the
Francis.
judge there would not have accepted jurisdiction, but we'll clear that up.
Okay, I'm sorry if I missed.
Yeah, I didn't understand what you were saying.
Wait a
Now look it
minute.
over and go, "Anything else you can find, please?"
I'm not.
Come on, time served.
See, this judge is in a pretty decent mood today.
Decent for him.
That's
Yeah.
the first little outburst. Don't forget, we've got Licking
Later.
first appearance is ready to go, so I'm looking forward to that. I say
All
we.
right, we'll find that out. Let's handle somebody else in the meantime.
Oh, let's see what he brings up, and then we'll go from there.
She brought. He was
All
really.
right,
He
other
was.
probation revocation matters.
He's about ready to roll, and she
She
brought
blew
up,
it. She blew it for him.
Yeah, judge didn't have any of that in front of him.
Hello, Peter Bishop.
No relation. I hear.
I
Peter's
have
probably on the train.
Anciano Zendejas.
Ooh, is she hot? Asiano Diago?
Solid 5.
Oh, yeah. She's
Hey,
hot.
girl. Hey. My kind of girl.
Looking good.
Mr. Zendejas, have you had a chance to review your rights form?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me about your rights?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to proceed this afternoon?
Sure.
Okay.
Yes.
Ponciano Zendejas convicted of suspended license, failure to stop, no insurance, and suspended license and failure to stop. Probation start date February 16, 2022. Expiration date February 15, 2024. Probation violations.
Great question.
The defendant was arrested on April 26, 2022 and charged with new offenses, suspended license, drug-related objects, and possession of methamphetamine.
The drug-related object.
The fact that you were arrested for the new charges, nothing, I'm not asking you to admit to the charges, right? You admit that you were arrested on April 26, 22? Okay.
He was arrested on April 26 and released on June 1st. Since the defendant's start date, he has failed to report 6 out of 7 scheduled report dates. He paid a total of $125 towards his fine.
But he made it to 1.
And no
He did, and he was really early for it. So,
you have,
let's give him the pass.
60 hours of community service. So why have you not been doing anything with this sentence?
Because I'm in DRC. Can I show you this?
Okay. Are you done with phase 1? Okay, so now you can get a job.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And I'm in
Big
DRC.
man. Watch
He's
that.
had jobs, right?
Previous job.
He's had a
Look at
job.
The
He-
agility on this guy,
When I got
Training, Mike. Training.
I got a job.
obviously.
As I go, and
Okay.
I'll-
So you're in phase 2 or phase
I'm
3?
starting phase 2. I just finished today. My face.
Good.
Well, now we know that Peter's lying.
Uh-huh.
Which
Raining.
means you're gonna have to do double program.
Yeah.
It's just the way it is.
Foggy.
You know it's dark gray
So it's
foggy.
a really good program.
Tons of that London fog out there.
Phase 1 in particular is not fun.
Yeah, I'm getting through it. I've been pressing justice since I got out.
Sure, Jan.
You've been in DRC since
The
when?
betrayal.
June 1st.
You're already done since June 1st. You're already done with phase 1?
Excuse me?
You started phase 1 June 1st?
Oh, he just got caught in a lie,
I've
so
been-
now
I've
he
been doing
can't
all
understand
this
English.
and all this and that, just throwing out classes.
This and that and the other. Phase 1.
I got all
knocked it
paperwork
out.
right here.
Okay, no, I trust you. I
Yeah,
trust
right
that's
here.
just that's just quick. I thought it was 6 weeks.
This is true.
Okay.
can just take their time, but it's more learning for me.
All right, so what's your recommendation?
Revoke 10 days to jail, but suspend it upon paying $250 per month. Must have 30 hours of
Highly.
community service completed by a 30-day review. Special condition, do not violate any criminal law and report as directed.
Well, he can't make it to court, but at least he got round one of that done, I guess.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
mean-
The judge was happy to see that.
And breakneck speed. It was like a speed
I'm
run
gonna
for
add
this
as a
guy.
special condition that he comply with DRC and not be kicked out of that program.
As we know,
All right, so I'm going to adopt.
your light at the end of the tunnel
Mrs.
is go to a
Lyra's
program.
recommendation, that being that revoking 10 days, but suspending that so long as you pay $250 a month towards
that true?
fines and fees in this court.
$250 a month.
That
Keaton,
you
that a real
perform
thing?
30 hours of community service
Not looking it up.
per month. For
I've
this
seen the movie. It's
and
pretty scary
that you
stuff.
have a 30-day review, which will be on August 1. It'll be a Monday, and it won't be here anymore. It'll be up at the Trade Center.
Big one.
No, that would be easy and make sense. Trade Center.
What a liar.
Special
Makes me-
conditions that you don't violate any more criminal laws.
Makes me
report
think of
is directed,
Thanksgiving
and
over
a
at
third special
Knox's
condition
mom's.
being that you
Mhm.
comply with DRC. Okay? You understand what a special
I-
condition is? Understand what a special condition is. It's not one that just has a star next to it. It's one that actually holds a little more weight than the others. That being that if you violate any of those conditions of your probation, the remainder of your probation is subject to being revoked in total.
Okay.
Okay? I don't want that to happen. You don't want that to happen. You're making progress.
Missed 6
So-
out of 7 appointments. I
See you
mean,
in 30 days, and that'll be a little over 30 days. That'll be August 1.
Thank you, Your Honor.
he'll have this done in, I don't know, the next 20 years. Wrap it on up, put a bow on it.
But is he going to make $250 a month though? Is he going
He can get a job now, though. I mean, what? I mean, there's tons of great paying jobs out there for felons. Tons. Okay. Next, let's get the ball rolling.
Yeah, come on. We got things to do.
Lickens waiting.
Pamela, if you want his number, I'll give it to you.
He told me earlier he missed you too. He said, I miss Pamela.
I have Timmy Jackson Ogles.
No, just the names alone. Nice tan legs.
Mr. Ogles, have you had a chance to review your rights form?
He's brought in
Do you
paper.
have any questions for me about your rights? Are you ready to proceed this afternoon?
Has to be something to do with his neighbor.
Sure.
Your Honor, this is a review from May 18th. On May 18th,
Vampire.
it was revoked 10 days, suspended upon the following: paying $350 per month and must have 60 hours of community service completed.
Really? What did he
The
do?
defendant has paid a total of $330 and has completed 20 and a half hours.
He didn't get enough for a whole month. He's wearing leggings, white leggings. He's got varicose veins.
So why haven't we been able to complete it?
Please, what did he do?
Am I missing something? You didn't hit the mark, right?
Correct.
Not even close.
What prevented you from hitting that mark?
Had a lot of medical problems in February. Had a stent put in, and I've had numerous occasions where I've been back in the hospital on doctor's appointments, flow in the blood vessels, the heart not working right. Put me on several different types of medicine. I'm on 6 different types of medicine.
Okay. What'd you do?
I brought medical.
You've got 240 hours to do for this second DUI. Statutory minimum.
There it is.
Okay. So there's nothing I can do about it. That's 240 hard hours. So
Real
I don't know
hard.
how you plan in 3 months to get it all done. You tell me. What would be your plan?
Richard,
Because
enjoy
if
yourself
you
with
did
peace
20
and love.
hours,
Peace and
You
love.
still have 220 hours left.
Peace and love.
Tell me how you're going to do that. That's over 70 hours a month.
Golly.
Basically, the way I work, I mean, it would be hard.
I'm a grade A badass, y'all. I'll get it knocked out.
45 to 60 hours a week.
Plus my
And you
bowling
haven't even
leagues,
been
Your
able
Honor.
to Pay the whole 350 that you were supposed to, right?
He just like $20.
He was $20 short, Your Honor.
Oh, come on. Waive that,
I
please.
understand that.
Right.
Drunk driving is awful.
It would
Fair.
Yes, Your Honor, I just had a baby.
make up those hours.
I mean, he's not even close.
No, going to jail or something.
He's going to have to go. Yeah, just go to jail. I mean, that's what the judge is going to say. I mean, let's be serious.
Right. He had very close to
Okay,
simple
so,
now.
what do you do for a living?
Hasher driver,
Where do you?
A
where do you
what?
guys drive?
direct packaging.
Okay, out on Cornet.
Yeah, we got a new place up there across from S&W Pharmacy. Used to
Oh,
be Target building.
yeah.
I like the way
That's
this
our
guy
casino
talks,
right
man.
Yep. They're just eating everything up.
Yeah,
All
they
that
got
stuff
some
in
good
that
bars
area.
up there. Right?
now. 4 plants, I think.
What shift do you work?
First.
Gives me lots of time to drink in the afternoon and
Yeah.
evening, Your Honor.
I'm gonna.
evenings
I
are
want to
open.
review on. It's all gonna mess you up work wise, but I'm gonna schedule a review in 3 weeks.
He's got too many hours.
Good is this?
Which will be the 18th.
What is the review about?
They're gonna redo his stuff. I
You know,
guarantee you.
formed, I'm gonna order
take a
you
deep dive into it,
that you're
maybe.
still in violation of your probation. I'm gonna require that you pay $350 a month, no less than $350 a month, but that you perform no less than 20 hours a week. It's just gonna take up all of your free time. It's a second DUI. This is kind of the cost of getting a second DUI.
Yeah, be happy you're not in jail, I guess. But
So
I mean, he's got to drive everywhere he goes. Look at him legs.
when you should have 60 hours.
Walking.
I need you to report, and I will see you here on the 18th. Not
hang
here. I will see you in court up at the
little
Trade Center on the 18th. Okay? And if for whatever reason you needed to come to the morning,
thank you, Dave.
come to the morning court, I'll just do it in with the arraignments. Okay, so Mr. Ogle shows up. Let's get him in. Let's get him there, especially if you've done everything that you need to do and we're just checking in and we're just understand that there are 10 days that I've suspended that are dangling out there, right?
The dangler.
The
Good to see everybody.
dangleberries.
Not
The
theoretically.
dangler.
I could have unsuspended them.
She is. She's been working
So
hard. We
maybe
gave her
you're
almost a
supposed
full
to do the
month
last
off, which
30
might turn
days.
into 3
I'm not
months.
gonna do that
Hopefully
yet.
not.
I want to see where we go.
Anything's possible.
Okay.
Don't worry, she's making just as much as she would be normally.
Paid leave.
Forever.
This-
Right.
We work for an amazing company.
Get to the point where I wasn't working, I could put all that time into community service.
Shouldn't
Right.
be done before that happens. This is,
Right.
I didn't
you
think
have
about
3
that.
months in one day.
Delivery driver, second
And if you're not
DUI.
compliant, if you finish unsuccessfully,
How's he still got a license?
I
I-
don't want to talk about
He's
it.
probably got one of those work ones. Like
Okay.
you
All right.
only go to work.
On the 18th of July.
See, you can get drunk on the 4th and every
405 East Wild Women Wednesday on its way today. And again, don't forget members only tonight, 8 o'clock, just for this week.
special time, special night, special.
Speaking of which, do you want to go over and get rolling with licking? Because I think,
All right, yeah.
what do you want to do? I'm ready.
So I paused it,
Yeah.
and it just jumped ahead to live. You can't rewind it.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Oh, that's a shame. Well, let's catch what we
Any other
can,
questions?
then at least.
All right, go ahead and have a seat where you were before the bell. Speak to you in a moment. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that was a good
Anybody
looking
else?
fella.
Robert Barnhart.
Yeah, Robert Barnhart, ladies and gentlemen. I'll be right.
Go ahead.
Good afternoon, Mr. Barnhart. You understand your rights in court today? Yes, sir. All right, may I have your rights for, plese?
Dylan, are you going to be there
One,
tonight?
thank you. You have 2 cases. One of them has a warrant out for your arrest because it's from 2018 and you've never entered an appearance. You're charged with driving under non-compliance, suspension of seatbelt violation, and displaying fictitious registration. Based upon your previous driving record, the license charge is an unclassified misdemeanor which carries no possible jail time. But the seatbelt can cost
Nice
you up
bald
to $30.
spot.
The fictitious registration is an M4. That's up to 30 days, up to a $250 fine. Understand?
Yeah.
How do you want to plead? You are eligible to ask for court-appointed counsel on this case.
Yeah. well,
We do that
I
on
know that,
Tuesdays
I'm
and
saying I do that
Thursdays
2 days
at
before.
noon Eastern.
I really can't be going to jail too much, so I don't know on the one, I guess I can have jail time on, I guess I gotta get it.
You want to get a lawyer on that
Yeah,
one?
I got
Okay,
you.
so we'll do not guilty, please. What's your address?
6990, Shelley Road, Cornville, Ohio. Yeah, my daughter's, actually, she just had her kid about 3 days ago. 15
How do you spell Shelley?
Oh, that's not fun.
Shell.
That's definitely not fun.
Okay, and you say it's road?
Yeah, yes, sir.
And that's Thornville?
Yes, sir.
You know what your zip is out there?
437.
This is where they filmed Hellraiser.
43076?
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I'm gonna.
I'll let you know.
All right.
I know all the zip
Dylan will
codes.
be there, everybody.
That- You have to say it on the record, okay? All right.
Confirmed.
And do you live there or do you just use that as a mailing
No,
address?
no, no. I live there.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a commercial roofer.
Okay. Who do you work for?
RPI out of Whitehall.
All right.
I've been doing it for
No problem.
about 5-6 years. I guess a little bit.
Any specific reason why we didn't take care of this 4 years ago, 4.5 years ago?
Well, honestly, I went to prison for a minute.
Okay, well, that's a pretty legitimate excuse
Well,
not to make it to
yeah,
court.
and since then, you mean I've been getting myself together. And,
You on PRC?
yeah.
All right. How much
Yeah.
longer do you have on PRC?
I'm getting ready to get off.
Who's your PO?
Whoa, easy, bud. Is his shirt on inside out?
He's a good guy.
Why is
How
there?
long did you serve?
Doesn't it look that's the?
Just 6 months.
6 months. Hey, 6 months or 6 minutes. It's not easy either way.
Yeah, I know. I come home, my whole life fell apart.
The shirt's
All right,
on
so
inside
you
out,
have a
right?
new ticket as well. Now, in this chart, you're charged with driving under non-compliance suspension, driving without a valid driver's
Look
license,
right here.
and expired registration, not fictitious.
It's like
So,
the
based
seam of
upon
the
your
shirt.
previous driving record at the time this was filed, that's 1 and that's 2. The driver's license charge, they're alleging that at this point you were cited or convicted of at least 2
Yeah.
previous offenses between 3 years before you got this ticket and the day you got your ticket. So that's up to 30 days jail, up to a $250 fine, and a possible license suspension of up to 1 year. You want to do not guilty pleas on these as well?
I guess they
Now,
can
these
do
are not
whatever they want.
consolidated, and it's probably unlikely that they would be heard together because one's in Hebron, the other one's not. You only need to fill out 1 application for counsel, but you need to put both the case numbers down, and they can tell you what those case numbers are when you go to the clerk's office.
Yes.
Right?
Thank you, Angela.
Is the roofing business pretty
Confirmation
busy
from
right
Angela.
now?
Oh, horribly.
Okay.
It's warm out. You know what I mean?
Yes, it is.
I shovel snow for shingles sometimes.
Oh, 2 for 2. Everybody, I'm pretty sure it's inside out. Yeah, it's inside out. Do you think it had like a saying on the front?
I
Like,
haven't one at all, and also driving under the non-compliance suspension. But
you think?
well, some cops will hit you with every single.
Is he
suspension
getting
that
like
you have. Other ones
extra
will just
wear out of
take
it?
one
He's
and
like,
do
damn
that.
it, there's a
Well,
stain
you
on
can
this
see
shirt.
something here,
Huh,
but you've got
turn
to
it
just
inside
to,
out.
you
Wear it twice.
Well, no, I was going to check to see if you've ever been convicted of having no operator's license, because the first time there's no jail associated with that charge. The second time, if you get convicted of it once, if you get charged again, and it doesn't matter whether it's a year, a decade, or a century later, it's a first degree misdemeanor. So it gets pretty serious pretty fast on that one.
See, I thought about that too, Jay. That's I wonder what it said. Like,
and that's a not guilty, and the tags. It's a minor.
now I got to know
misdemeanor,
what
so
the
that's
shirt
an
said.
Well, it's obviously
Okay,
one
so
of
here's
two
what we're gonna
things.
do.
He was over
You'll be
hanging out
released
with
on your
Jimmy
own
and got a
recognizance on
mustard
each of
stain,
these
or it
cases,
just has
and
an
you'll sign
F,
the
a
paperwork
J,
when
and
you
a
go down
B.
to the clerk's office. Until and unless a lawyer gets involved, all notices go directly to you. So make sure that the address.
Little dude's back. Let's just wrap up with him.
May I bring that to you?
Of course.
Oh, please.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, I guess I was late.
Oh,
9690.
Yeah.
Okay. Make sure it's right on the bond paperwork.
yeah, I
Okay. All right. Any other questions today? You may go with this gentleman here. He's going to take you down to the clerk's office. You have a good day.
Yeah, I got a little stain. Just turn
Nicole
it inside
Greenlee.
out. New shirt.
No, I did. Jesus Christ.
Good afternoon, Ms. Greenlee. You understand your rights in court today?
Hey,
Your rights in court,
Jugs.
please? Did you receive a copy of your citation? Did you read it?
Just sit them puppies right up there on the counter.
You've been cited for driving while under a license.
She's got
plate
him on there.
Based upon your previous driving record.
Arrested nicely.
That is going to be an unclassified misdemeanor. So there's no jail time that could be a consequence of any sentence. If you were to plead guilty or be convicted, you could be ordered to perform community service, pay a fine of up to $1,000, and have your license suspended.
Wait till the phone starts
Understand?
ringing.
All right. How do you want to plead? And you realize that you don't have to do that. Did you understand the nature of a guilty plea based on my explanation and what rights you'd be giving up? And are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes.
All righty.
There you go, Rob.
This.
Is this going to affect my nursing license I just got?
Hood rat, hoochie mama.
Mhm.
I don't know. I doubt it, but I mean, I can't tell you that for sure. And if you're a little nervous about it, you have the option of entering a plea of not guilty and like talking to a lawyer who
I
specializes.
thought this was taken care of by my ex, but he was abusive and apparently thought it was.
The ex. Why you trust an
Um,
ex to do something?
So let's see.
Never
here.
trust an ex,
I did
everybody. Let's learn from this, shall we?
Next day.
So you're valid now?
Yes, I
Okay.
paid everything the next day and I
Who else
dropped-
is valid?
dropped to the B&B yesterday.
Creed's beautiful tie. Look at that
Okay.
tie. Look at that tie.
Get this thing out of here. before
That's
I
what
need
his
the
shirt
services of
said.
others. You an RN or an LPN?
LPN and I start RN on the 11th.
And where do you work now?
I start Genesis tomorrow.
Okay. And what what department are you going to be in?
ER.
Okay. All right.
Oh, she's a
Why?
nurse.
Because of the bald spot.
Oh, he's giving her tissue. She's
Okay.
crying.
Oh,
So,
Judge Stansberry.
do you have any of your
Gentlemen.
paperwork regarding your driver's license status with you?
can you give her a $50 bill and tell her to go get her hair
Can I see
did?
those?
It's time. Except for all that gray on the top.
Time.
DMV kept my paper yesterday that I had, but that was
Old buck.
I paid the ticket that was associated with why my license got taken.
And if you see some
And then-
news,
So this is
wanna
the,
give
the
me a
receipt
break.
for paying Muscatine County Court, which was the reason that you were under
Yeah,
that
and
forfeiture.
Then, yeah, the next.
Your Honor, if you
last
want nudes, I only have them on
Okay.
to
Polaroid, if that's
reinstate
okay.
my,
And who's that?
license plate, my cat Sophia.
All right.
That's
Tiger
my
tabbies
cat.
are the best.
Which nobody cares. They're getting.
Are they flirting? Is this flirting?
They're getting free money for gas. Remember?
I'm going to take
Oh,
your
true.
word on the fact that you've taken care of everything and you're back to being valid. The prosecutor who handles cases for Hebron, oh, this is Heath. Okay. You would be eligible for the dismissal policy. The prosecutor's office has a policy that if you plead not guilty today, come back for your trial date. If they check with DMV because they have access to their official records and they verify that you're valid, they will dismiss the license charge in exchange for your willingness to pay court
Huh.
costs. But you do have to come back.
Oh, I'm sorry. We need to jump over here.
Oh, absolutely. Earl's there. Earl.
This there's Earl.
Earl got
Mr.
some.
Vic, there's a warrant out for you. Is that right?
Correct, Your Honor.
Earl Vic. Been fighting them dogs.
Case manager through Holland Rivers, and she said she physically, back at the time, I had a few injuries. Now
COVID.
I've been
Working out.
my knee and my shoulder.
Oh.
and
No, the underlying charge is criminal trespass.
Yeah, it
Okay.
was.
And
they
all
working out,
I
Your
ask
Honor?
of people is to comply, and part of complying is reporting to probation. If you can't get there physically, get there on a phone. Let them know that you're alive and that you're doing something.
That's straightened up. Sorry.
Oh.
Oh.
How many community service hours does he have?
He has provided proof of 22 hours today,
It's a possibility, Rooster.
and that is from June 9th, since the first time he came back. So
It's the only
has
way to
been
get the
making hours.
hurting down, you know?
I had a hard time getting
Yeah, Tommy John
It's
surgery.
from June 9th. He has
He's
been
a
provided 22 hours.
ex-pitcher in the major leagues.
That's not all.
Okay,
Ah,
I'm going to withdraw
oh.
the warrant. You're not going to
Randy Johnson looks like shit.
able to work now too.
Well,
The legs are
Got it.
crossed properly for it.
community service hours.
He's gonna get a
Did
blood
that
clot.
To work with you in your capacity.
And he used them
Okay.
knees to
So-
go trespass.
I'm
Trespass.
going to go ahead and keep it as community service hours. And if there's more effort and we get closer, it's only 4 months left. So you just got to keep working it.
You can
All right? So that's what I just expect you to do is just keep working those community service hours. Just keep working those community service hours. Okay.
Thank you, Your Honor.
I love people that are deaf.
Keep working them.
So there's no hills. All righty. So CRB 173.
This biker bar
Six to
bartender
28.
showed up. I'm not sure what he's in trouble for though.
Okay, so as of right now, you don't have a lawyer. Make sure you fill out your application today before you go. You
I
already
did
have
that
Okay,
already.
and you'll turn it in when you go down and sign off on your additional bond paperwork. I'll order that the matter be rescheduled for a trial to the court. If you get a lawyer, they may file a jury demand. They may not. That'll be between you and your attorney whether you want to do that. But if your application is granted, which probably will be, All the notices about your court dates are going to go through the lawyer, so stay in close contact with that person, okay? All right. But
Look, that's them, not me. They just cut it. Why did they cut?
all
No,
right,
they're back.
now down to
All
the
right.
moment of truth. Who's going to be last? It's not going to be Timothy Pearson.
Nope, they
Me
just
and-
went black and came
Me
back.
and, me and Timothy are gonna make love later.
All right, come on up, Mr. Pearson. You understand your rights in court today? Yes, sir. May I have your rights form, please? That's the one. Thank you. Did you receive a copy of your citation? Watch your head when you stand up. In 12 years, I haven't had anybody bang their head on that, but it's going to happen one day. Yeah. You understand you discharged the operating vehicle
He
impaired, not
splits his
wearing
head
your seatbelt,
open,
and not
blood's
having two working
gushing.
headlights?
Yes.
Okay. There's also a second
always
page here what they hit you with. Expired license.
Yes, sir. And you know, there's no excuse for that, but obviously my birthday had passed in January and I never.
That was quite a creed
looked at
frame.
my license.
Do we want to
Yes.
jump over here? All right.
Yes.
Do you have any questions for me about your rights?
Yes, sir.
Are you ready to proceed?
Your Honor, this is Mary Bishop. She
driving.
was placed on probation.
Oh, damn it.
August 26th.
No
Bishop.
relation.
Shoplifting. Her end date is July 5th, 2022.
Walmart.
Her case has been told for 314 days.
Gotta be, right?
She is in violation as follows.
Isn't
She has
Mary Bishop one of our
directed. She's
listeners,
failed to
viewers?
pay
Yes.
fines and fees as directed.
I'll say.
She's failed to complete
That's right.
community service hours and
Um,
the shoplifting class, and she failed to appear for a scheduled hearing.
Mary, where are
August
you?
5th, 2021.
If you don't show up in chat, I'm just going to assume
Violating
that's
your
you.
probation as described?
I've already done 10 days for it. I did 10 days for it.
Don't you think that's enough,
Need 10
Judge?
days, but have you fixed all these other things? Have
the
you
only-
gone to the shoplifting class?
Yeah, no, that's the only thing I don't have is the shoplifting class.
You've already done your community service hours?
No, sir, that's the
What
only
they
thing.
teach you how to keep your hands in your pockets when you're walking around?
The rest of the stuff is paid for.
Peter, is this your wife?
Already paid the whole balance?
Yes, sir. I have.
No, Your Honor.
I've got a balance here on my
Uh-oh.
report of $791.
The defendant states that she paid a $1,000 money order
Oh,
while
he's
her
looking.
office was closed for a COVID
He
closure.
can't stand up.
This was going back to her revocation hearing on July 21st, 2021.
$1,000 money order.
She has gotten with the United States Postal Service and gotten the money order tracked. There was a $1,000 money order, however, APS never received it and it was cashed by somebody else.
Oh, goodness. Well, that stinks.
By the way, at
You sent it
Walmart,
through the mail?
in a shitload of trouble
Ticket slid underneath the door.
with their money.
They wouldn't
I got to
open.
pull
That's
that
what
up.
they told us today. It slid underneath the
Written
door.
to APS?
APS, yes, sir.
No,
It slid underneath
was the
door.
payee APS?
Yes, APS, it said on it.
You ever see it? You still have that stub?
Yes, sir, I do.
I mean, can't you make a claim and get the money back? I mean, wasn't it made out to the place? You can't just randomly cash a money order. Not these days, at least.
It doesn't have APS on it. It has alternative. Okay, I see alternative.
Or FTC. The Federal Trade Commission sues Walmart for scammers using money transfer stuff
Right.
for scamming. And
However,
Walmart
based
just
on
be like,
her life community
Yeah,
service
do your
hours,
thing.
her ABC class, and also the fact that there's only 6 days remaining on this case, probation recommends record revoke and close.
How many hours? Lacking 40? 60 missing? Conditions lacking 4 HCS. What does that mean?
I believe that was a typo, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm gonna revoke 3 days and close it. I need a good social security number for you, Miss Bishop.
706, I'm sorry, social security number.
We're just gonna have you write it.
Carol? Oh,
She's about to say it. She's about to give her social.
well, oh, yeah. Oh, that was her social? I thought they said the phone number. Oh, geez.
Yeah, he said social, and she started saying it. He said,
Well, it's
just have me write that
706
down."
something.
Wow.
Is there
Wow,
any
wow,
way I
wow.
could go this weekend and turn myself in?
Nope. Make some phone calls real
Yes,
quill.
yes,
We'll be
Get off
happy
my
to let you do that, but you're You hadn't done the two things that you needed to do that you've known you needed to do, and you've known since 2011 that they didn't receive
look.
that $1,000.
2011?
So we'll give you an opportunity to have somebody, in the back of the courtroom or wherever.
Never mind. That was a social security number, not a phone number. Karen.
Yeah, I'm hoping taking care of my mom and my dad and my kid
All right. Just, you can make some phone calls in the back.
in the back.
Where?
They're gonna make you do 3 days.
Yeah, she going into custody.
Yeah. How do you lose? I mean, $1,000.
That was some sort of scam, I think. Yeah, that has I think, and I could be completely wrong, but my guess is that it had something to do with like maybe a fake money order or something along the lines of that, or potentially using somebody else's money to get a money order. Are they not traceable to an extent?
I mean, they said that they were able to trace it, that it had been cashed by someone else other than the restitution thing that she had sent
I
the
think
money
she was probably running some sort of.
Sheena Asbury?
That's my guess.
I mean, because that's a huge amount of money. That's oh, hello,
Yeah,
more
her knees-
criminal offense.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Have you had a chance to review your rights form?
I did.
You have any questions for me about your rights?
No, sir.
Are you ready to proceed?
Well, she's going to jail for 3 days, so I'm guessing.
Donna, this is Sheena Asbury. She was.
And then she still has to
721 for reckless
take care
driving.
of all the other stuff.
Case ends on 10/26/2022. This is a review hearing from April 20th, 2022.
Facts.
1 second.
Take your time, Judge.
We're just over here drinking it in, man.
That's right.
Drinking it in.
Appreciating the fact she could stand up straight and bend her knees.
Good for her. Good for her.
Yes. Good for her.
Okay. All right.
It's that old country song, Tight Fitting Jeans, I believe.
Yes.
Modify her DUI school requirement. At the time, she had also been failing to report as directed. She was in arrears on her payments of approximately $800. And at that time, she had not shown any community service hours. She was also attempting to get documentation from
Stephanie.
Georgia Hope about her
About
substance abuse
damn time,
evaluation.
Stephanie. I've been asking for you all
She
damn
had
day.
a review
I had
hearing
the
scheduled for
stopwatch
the
running.
7th. That was postponed by Officer Grant pending documentation from Georgia Hope, which we have received since then. She has completed individual
I love
counseling
that.
that included her substance use. She has shown proof of making payments towards DUI school, and today she advised me that it is scheduled for the end of July through August 1st. However, she has not completed any community service hours, and she's behind on her payments approximately $900.
I think so.
Ooh, we're in the rears.
Here now, almost about a month and a half. So I know that I'm behind.
Cut them
I've
off.
been working. About,
Where do you work?
I work from home.
You? What do you do?
Oh, I work for Duke Energy, like the power company.
All right. What do you do for Duke Energy?
Harass people.
Utilities, customer service, assisting with.
Harass people that are behind on their bills for $900.
Then don't say I work from home. You work for Duke Energy.
How much do you make?
15 hourly.
$15 an hour?
Yes.
How many hours a week?
3.
Do you have any benefits along with that?
Judge
No.
looking to change
No
careers.
insurance yet?
Not yet. I don't know if I'll split theirs.
Okay. Do you live alone?
No, I have.
You
three
don't
other
have to,
children.
the judge says.
3 children? Anybody else with you? Any other adults? No one else to share the
Be
weight?
nice, but no.
No one to cuddle in the middle of the night with.
How much is your rent?
I think it's like 425.
Yes, 15 hours. Great if you're a 14-year-old
Okay.
kid.
Thank you, Glenn.
Do you have any children with any special needs?
No.
There's a question I haven't heard asked.
Do you have a car?
I do.
Do you have a cell phone?
I do.
Yeah, I have Duke Energy and I hate them with a passion.
We haven't had any issues, thankfully, with Duke yet. Ed, enjoy your traffic and weather together on the 8s.
2 weeks,
Get
we're going to
right
be back in court on the 13th. At that time, you will have completed.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever heard that asked.
You're going to complete 40 hours of community service. You are going to pay no less than $100. And you are going to finish paying the DUI school.
She's done so well up to this. I mean, I
Now,
love that we
if you're
give
paying the
new
DUI
res-
school. There's no
new
reason why you can't go
restrictions.
to an earlier class.
Can she do it from home?
That's what I want. Okay. I think if I'm pushing you along, you've got 3 months left. In 2 weeks, that's a good goal. I'm just going to tell you right now, this is your second. This is you were sentenced.
No, she's not
like it
pregnant.
was a second DUI.
She could be
Because
the.
it was reduced to reckless. You got a gift for it being reduced to a reckless, and you're not taking advantage of that opportunity.
My God.
So
that-
understand that that's what I'm expecting.
That's a
No less than
huge
that.
deal. Yeah, I'd be mad about that. Could you guys imagine if we ever got a shot where we actually see the judge? Everybody thinks it's so weird how Bishop and I wanted to work that way. It just that's how it turned out, that I would just basically see that much
Pamela
of him
Flowers?
behind a monitor. Imagine how weird it would be all of a sudden if it was.
That's the only no-show, or did she show and she did what she needed to do?
Did she show and go?
Good.
It's just funny because all we see is a bald head.
Okay, that means everybody else is here, I think, for trials, or
Oh.
you're a witness,
Well.
or you're an attorney.
Witness the
So,
quickness is
I
the
know the
quickness.
the clerk, the solicitor.
I believe
Let
we'll
me-
jump over
speak
and
to-
see what you got.
Let me play with your
Yeah,
painted
anytime you change
line.
addresses, it's really important that you update it with the court, because otherwise you run the risk of getting a warrant, because if we send you things, you don't get it.
Okay, yeah, understood. Thank you, Your Honor.
What's on her forehead?
I'll give you
I
one
don't know. I
last
can't
chance at a
stop
personal
staring at it.
recognizance release.
This is the third
Well,
eye?
Mr. Mercer's correct. These are very serious charges. They are not, I cannot find that you're a danger of committing further violent crime. And while I certainly would find that you are a danger of a flight risk, I'm hoping that your contact with the LEAD program will turn that around.
I've got protective order court.
I was just there, but the judge wasn't there. Is the judge back now?
I don't know. They're all sitting in fake court. I'm not. Yeah.
Yep, she is.
Senior or senor.
Senor. Yeah. Yeah. She wasn't there a while ago.
Oh.
I watched some of
Protective
this-
orders are fun.
I watched some of this last night. They saved these.
Hi, Judge. I'm with the Public Defender's Office, so I was appointed for a related continuous family violence charge and agreed to represent him on this case. I have not had contact with him since his release from jail. I've attempted
Beautiful
to get in
heart.
touch with him and haven't been able to
New court for us,
talk
right?
to him at all. So
Mhm.
I didn't expect him here today.
I found it
and
last night.
Understand that
Added
a
it to
default
both
judgment
ours.
will likely be issued.
Yes, it sure will, but we appreciate you being here and participating.
Carl Winslow is about to say something, I think.
Are you ready, Ms. McNeese?
Yes, ma'am.
Let's go on the record in cause number CV 22-00364, Boyd and Gibson. Ms. Boyd, if I can have you please raise your right hand.
Minnie Percy.
Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you give in this cause is the truth?
Yes.
Thank you. Please put your hand down. You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, Judge. We're submitting to the court a proposed final protective order asking that the court grant the applicant the protective order by default due to the respondent not appearing today. Ms. Rosenthal has appeared on behalf of Mr. Gibson. He did request a reset last time to speak
Glenn.
with her, but It's my understanding he hasn't been in contact, and so I'd like to call the applicant for testimony, please.
You may proceed.
Ms. Boyd, state your name, please.
Lakeisha Boyd,
And Ms. Boyd, who are you asking for a protective order against today?
Narkeithian Gibson.
Okay, and is that someone
Percy Trimble.
relationship with?
Yes.
Shocker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Things that have happened and your reasons for wanting the protective order today.
Here we go.
The last 2 years has just been too violent. Like,
No, listen, Miss. Okay. Miss
No.
Boyd,
Let her
will
talk.
You prepare a statement where you told us the things that have happened and your reasons for wanting the protective order.
oh yeah, you need everything verbatim.
No, I'm asking if you prepared a statement. When you worked with our office, did
She's
you?
like off
prepare-
top of my head. I'm good.
When I was with the office, I did
Freestyle.
prepare a statement. Yes.
Freestyle.
That statement true and correct to the best of your knowledge.
Yes.
Oh.
It's the court to take judicial notice of the applicant's statement.
So noted.
And Ms. Boyd, do you know if Mr. Gibson owns or possesses firearms of any kind?
Is there a burnt spot on the back of the judge's head?
Thank you, Judge. I don't have any other questions.
Fire, damn it.
You call your next witness.
We will not be seeking attorney's fees, Judge, in this case, so I will rest.
Thank you. Ms. Rosenthal, did you have any questions for the witness?
Oh, thank you, Judge.
All right. What
Now
says
you get
the
some
bailiff
details?
about the appearance of the respondent, Mr. Gibson?
Judge, I called hall at 12:30 for Mr. Gibson. He was not there, and he's not in the courtroom at this time.
Thank you
Says
very
name
much.
3 times though. That's the
Let the
best.
record reflect
Go
that
out
the
the hall.
respondent was properly noticed of this trial setting, that he failed to appear. The hall was called at the courthouse. There was no response. He
The
has
hall
failed
call.
to appear in the Zoom meeting as well. Therefore, the respondent is in default. Therefore, based on the pleadings that are on file and the evidence that's been presented today, I'm going to grant the requested relief. I adopt the terms and the conditions of the default protective order, which the
About
court
to bull
has
rush you.
made as a judgment of the court. I am rendering judgment on the same, and we are adjourned. Good luck, ma'am.
Electricity.
Ms. Boyd, you can go ahead and disconnect.
She owes
I'll call
900 to
in just a
Duke.
few minutes.
Yeah, Duke's calling.
Thank you.
Hey, wait, I'm here.
Thank you. May I be excused, Judge?
Yes,
No.
ma'am. Thank you.
She keeps calling and gets some bitch there that talks about stealing and everything else.
High speed finalities.
Responded in for a reset on 368. I think it's 386.
Yes,
Okay.
you can.
We'll see how this next one is. And if not, we'll jump to something else. There's a
Yeah, we
little-
need to hear what you did, what they did.
You know,
Yeah.
When I go to the breakout room, it takes me a long time to get in.
Her
and
glasses are centered perfectly on her face.
out. Where is
Dead solid perfect.
6.
Takes her a while to work it in, you know. It's like getting a brand new hat, but you want that brim just right, you know. No, well, we got a minute. 125 of you. Appreciate you guys joining us today. We do this 5 days a week, start at 1 o'clock East. Guarantee at least an hour. If things are going good, we go into overtime. Jump around different Zoom courts. Don't forget 4 o'clock today, Wild Women Wednesday for We Gotta Chase, and a special edition of Members Only at 8 o'clock tonight. Let's go ahead and jump.
Reimburse me that money because the state is going to pay for the day that I had to pay for, so she's going to give me the money back that I
If
paid
she
her.
starts breastfeeding, I think we have to move on.
And then
what if it's the other lady?
so how long can you stay at Angel House? Can you stay there as long as you need to, or is there a time frame that you're looking at, or what about that?
Usually they want you gone by the time you're 19?
So they can stay through their 19th birthday and have to be out once they turn 20.
Oh, okay.
She's staying in like a
So,
teenager halfway house.
That's 2 years plus, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she's sitting pretty. 2
These
years. That
cases,
kid's be almost
a
grown.
lot of times close when kids turn 18.
What's up with these glasses on this woman? Oh, it's her mask all the way. Okay. Does she have a?
got
Okay,
it. She's coming down on her nose.
that's what it is. I was like, man, that
helps
looks weird.
for
What
you
the
in
hell?
any way that can be done from our end.
Is this like
Um,
wayward girls in trouble here? I mean,
as
I
long as
don't
you're
know.
working,
I just
toward
it didn't
positive
say what it
goals
was.
and
Just
things
said
like that.
Michael
It
Page's
looks like you're doing great.
meeting
so,
room.
I'm happy about
You
that.
never know.
Yeah, I do hope though that
$2
once I turn 18, it's
cash.
just like, I understand that I get more benefits and I do have access to like more resources and helplines through being
She's probably living
in my
pretty good, right?
situation, but it's like, it's kind of like a part of my life that it's just, I want to close it at some point. I want to just close that chapter and move on and be my own person and take care of him.
Oh, I get
Is that baby
too.
just fart?
All right. Well, we don't have to make that decision today. So at this point, I'll accept the report and recommendations. Page would remain a ward of the court, referred to the department for care placement and supervision, and Angel House for placement.
She's a ward of the
purposes.
court.
That appears to be going well and is meeting her needs and the needs of her child. It does appear that Paige has access to programs and experiences that qualify under the reasonable prudent parenting standard. Permanency planning goal is APLA. That appears to be appropriate. And
she gets to stay
the
till
matter will
she's
be set
20. What a
for
deal.
A review and permanency planning hearing on December 21st at 2. And
How do you
That
get
guy put
pregnant
that
here?
wreath up there without
be
thinking,
after
like,
Paige's
how the hell we
18th
gonna get it
birthday.
down?
So we can
This is
make
why she said it
decisions that
looked
need to be
good.
made at that
And that's
time.
all that needs to be said.
All right,
Agree.
is there anything else for today?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, all right. Well, Paige, keep up the good work. It's good seeing you.
Thank you. Good seeing you too.
Yep. Take
How
care.
you get pregnant while you're
Thank
in protective custody or whatever she was just in?
Oh, they just cut it. So we're going over to the Bishop School of
Mm.
Broadcasting and see what up with this court.
She's got a good look.
I don't know if you want to review the police report before the judge signs that and we set a date.
Okay, I can just mark no custodial statements.
She does stand-up comedy when she gets done on TikTok.
It spins
That
around
brick
in the
wall.
chair.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to review the incident report, but my review is that he didn't say anything.
Okay, yeah, I just have to check one of the three, so. that
These
one.
ladies are great.
Okay, I've changed.
Are we just hanging out backstage basically, or do we got a something going on?
Something brewing, perhaps. I'm not sure.
Just gonna look at Shira. Got some nice nails though.
We can jump over here to Judge Vicky.
Thank God, because I don't know what the hell they're doing there.
Great. How are you?
This case may in fact need to
There we go.
Oh, that
go
sounds
back
great.
to the front of the court, Your Honor.
I think that was an echo at the honors.
We're gonna have the issue of,
Has not requested spousal support, so the issues are property, custody, parenting time, and support. How
I think she
long do the
did-
parties,
Judge, I
did you
believe
file
she
an amended?
did, I believe she did ask for spousal support.
How embarrassing. They're stepping all over
Yeah,
each other.
I think that's in the amended complaint. Okay, it's in the amended complaint? All right, so that issue is still outstanding as well.
Are these two getting a divorce? I'm guessing.
Oh, there it is.
Dustan and KD.
So, what are you looking at as it relates to discovery? It sounds like it's pretty much in its infancy for counsel, so have verified financial statements been provided?
I think we still need to do those. Both sides.
No, no financials, please.
So, with having basically no information,
God, this just is
how long do you think you're going to want for discovery?
Is 120 days out of the scope of reasonableness?
No, absolutely not.
120 days on a DM. Are there a lot of marital assets?
Quite a few.
And debt.
Okay, so Mr. Trump, you think
And debt.
I do.
Okay, All right, so we've got 30, 60, 90, 120. So discovery will close October 20.
Holy crap.
2022. Mediation will be required. Does either council have a proposed mediator that you'd like to propose to the other party?
I think we usually use the Resolution Center in Grand Rapids, but I'm open to other suggestions.
Right, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere with that. It seems like they're just setting it up, right, for another date.
County, and my understanding was heard that he's allowed to do the program. He's going to be sentenced to a term.
Ladies and gentlemen, from the county jail, room 3, Mr. Lou Morgano.
It looks just like. I like this. So we've got in court, then we've got the jail room 3, and we got the Ionia. I don't know how to say that. Jail.
The first thing we need to understand that you're giving up the right to have us call when they're examining.
Leave you on here for just a second. I'll be right back.
Absolutely. And while Creed's gone, let's all think about just go ahead and hit that like button, shall we? And all seriousness, we got a case only channel. We really would appreciate you just look up We Got a Case, and we would really appreciate that because, that helps us out a lot. Plus, it makes sure you get all the notifications you need for all your court action.
Mr. Sanchez will be bound over to circuit court. Next, Judge Strong is Judge Krieger. I'll act on behalf of Judge Krieger now. Mr. Sanchez, count 1 says on or about May 24, 2022. Boston Township of Ionia County. He did operate a motor vehicle on a highway in 96. Under the influence of alcoholic liquor or having an alcohol content of 0.08 grams or more per 100 milliliters of blood. That charge is alleged to be a third or more offense. That would therefore, if true, would make it a felony. Carry a maximum penalty of 5 years, a $5,000 fine, 180 days of community service, rehab programs, costs of prosecution,
Kaniki raw bitches.
response fee, vehicle immobilization, and also impact on your driver's license. You understand that charge and the maximum possible penalties? Yes, sir. How do you plead? You raise your right hand. You solemnly swear or affirm to tell the truth, so help you God? Yes, sir. Have you and Ms. Vandenberg gone through your rights? Yes, sir. Have you seen an advice of rights before? Sign that arrangement. Yes.
He had to be taken out of the room so he could do his testing and not cheat off his friends.
And by pleading guilty, you give up those rights? Were you driving a motor vehicle on May 24, 22? I was, sir. Boston Township of Ionia County? Yes, sir. Had you consumed alcohol that day prior to driving? I did. Did you take a breath or a blood test? I did. We know the results. 0.306. Is that correct?
That-
0.306?
Yes, sir.
You've been previously convicted of drunk driving?
Yeah, back in 2017.
17 and 18?
Yeah, right in the same time.
In the 12th District Court?
Yes.
You either had a lawyer or the chance to have a lawyer like you've had here?
Yes.
I mean, I hate to say anything to just in case, because I don't know if it's a troll or an actual person. Anybody want to translate any of that and let me know what it says?
And I will accept your plea.
Sure, it's probably that.
The other charges will be dismissed as sentence. You'll be sentenced on a later date in front of Judge Krieger. In the meantime, corrections include a PSI, pre-sentence investigation. And also you can find out or learn hopefully in the meantime whether you've been accepted into the sobriety court. Bond will be otherwise continued in the meeting. Counsel, anything else to talk about?
I'd ask that the defendant report to the probation and parole officer in order to start.
It looks like both these people are in classrooms.
Process, that's at 309 West Street.
Anything else? All right, thank you.
Like, you got the guy down here at the bottom. He's ready to go to school.
Never forget to go to the Ione County Jail, handle the case of people v. Kayvon Goodman. I believe his attorney, Matt Samuels, is going to be joining us.
That is correct. I am present and representing Mr. Goodman.
Says really.
From my conversation with Mr. Butler this morning, I would like to have a quick minute to speak with Mr. Goodman.
He's in the band room waiting for him to get ready for recital
You
practice.
want to be placed into a breakout room? Or
That would be appreciated, Your Honor. Thank you.
Creed, were you able to translate all that for us?
No, I saw it though. That's great.
And they're all different messages. Let's see here.
I think it's code to try and help get Lou out of jail.
Maybe. Just maybe.
Somebody's got to be at that house to fill those giant holes out back in the lawn.
Let them dogs out every.
Remember them all? Oh my God, that
you could hide in them. They were huge.
Lou is a comedian buddy, good friend of the show. Lou's been on the channel actually.
Oh,
Did some well,
very early on, yeah.
Stuff, but great idea that we just didn't have time to continue doing. Typical. Lou's a great dude. We did the Credence and Bishop show, the podcast version, back when podcasts were not cool. You were an idiot for doing them. Basically, is what everybody said. They'll never take off. Howard,
flash in the pan.
Yeah. But anyways, from his garage for a long time.
Couple years.
And it seriously looks a lot like
it really does. We're gonna need to speak up just a little bit.
God, it's almost there, right?
It's just right there.
So close.
Thank you. And she's going to be pleading no contest, Your Honor, due to potential civil concerns.
what's the maximum penalty?
What is going on with Travis Barker, by the way?
That first of all, I didn't even know that he was with a Kardashian. Yeah, did you see his text or his Twitter post?
Yeah, but we can't say what's going on with the guy. I mean,
it's not.
How private could it be?
First thing we need to understand that else that you'd be giving up the right to have what's called a preliminary examination. Here's a question that's, I'm not sure how to handle it. She's pleading to a misdemeanor under a felony file number that stands alone. You want her to be under the supervision of this court and this court?
I think Your Honor would make the most sense to you all. The two cases are very much.
Yes. So I would find it over the circuit court, but still take a plea on a misdemeanor.
I would hope you take a plea on both of them. Because you can take a plea on the felony.
I know I can do that. I can, I have the ability to blind over the circuit
We're
court.
going to do in courtroom. Let's get some microphones.
I would think you can do that, then you can find.
Yeah, I basically hear mumbling at this point.
Old mumbles.
Real quick before we switch, but his head's
You
down.
want me to try?
It's hard to tell, but
Good luck.
just want to do a side by
All right,
side.
so Ms.
There's
Morris, at least in both files, you'd be giving up your right to have what's called a preliminary exam.
there's Lou.
You understand that?
Great picture, by the way. I mean,
Is it
spot
really?
on. Everybody knows I'm right now. It's like Mikey, that was spot on, brother.
Over here with Drew Niner and Judge Williams, that does not have the she, him, her thing. Does she normally have that though?
No, she's
No?
a good woman.
Wow.
No.
Oh, ow.
She's
Oh.
a great woman, but here's the question. Why is there no volume? Why is there no volume?
I know it did look like Lou was taking a test.
He was getting his GED, baby.
Good enough degree.
Do you think they pulled it down like so we can't hear what they're going? Because they only got this one guy in. They've got him standing all the way to the front.
Oh yeah,
which is not typical.
Are you sure just nobody's? No, it looks.
No, you've been talking. Yeah.
Well, ain't that something? Let me pull it up and see if I got any.
That's a very colorful bow tie she's wearing today. She's known for her bow ties, and that one.
Yeah,
That
no
one is,
audio for some reason.
And delivered.
Oh,
Anyways,
I heard a familiar voice. Is that Judge Middleton talking?
Yeah, I was going to say we'll go over to 3B for just a minute, see what's going on, and then we're going to cut it here soon, simply because Creed has to do a bunch of crap, get ready for his big 2-day trip.
Possession.
I got to overpack. I overpack. It's like I'm going on a.
Landlord took all their property.
Look at that other camera shot.
Storage unit. We were here on April 29th.
Is that Jimmy?
Continued the matter until May 9th.
He's a womanizer.
On May 9th, and Mr. Kramer was not here at this hearing either.
Kramer versus
Ms.
Kramer.
Johnson represented the defendants do have possession of the storage unit.
Paul Burton Mall
Had
Cop.
time to assess the damage. They request that I set
Is he a
for a
collector of
date.
garbage?
Date. I set a 2-hour damage here.
Heading up to the mountain, stay at the casino for a couple of days, Nigel. And over to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge. Mom and Dad's 50th wedding anniversary.
The big 5-0.
I got no pleadings. Yesterday at 2 o'clock, I said, did legal aid ever file any sort of damage representation of what it was they claimed that they lost? And did the defendant get notice of it? At about 2 o'clock today for this 2:30 hearing.
Okay,
I
is
got
that
a cover letter from a legal assistant with some very poor quality receipts.
he left her last night?
Photocopy of a photo. Of a
Drove
receipt.
across a few lakes.
This may be the poorest claim for damages I've ever seen. There's no actual complaint for damages. It's just some receipts.
When you got hair like this, bud, you got to see it from both ends, both sides.
I mean, you really catch it in all its glory, especially if it's sweeping to the one side.
Does Rebecca have a potted octopus there on the wall?
Your Honor, I'm
Yes.
happy to provide a more formal filing for damages. In this case, there's been some technical difficulties and other issues in getting the proofs of damages. I'm happy to provide the court with those. I do have proofs from a deduction source to establish damage to the personal property at reasonable levels. So I'm happy to provide the court with that. It's just, I haven't been able to get full amount.
It's a
of it
potipus,
because I
potipus, yeah.
Just recently were able to
Planet Potipus.
their documents
Get her-
to me.
Turn the mic
So
back
I'm
on.
happy to provide the court with a more formal
Beat me to it.
complaint and of course
Well, it's
notice
not
to
just
Mr.
me, he's entitled to know.
We do most of the show just for me and Kurt.
I know.
I don't even know what it is you're claiming that he owes.
This guy's supposed to sit there and check. What the
I have
fuck are they
these
talking?
receipts.
They're talking in code again.
Yeah. They're
This one,
cracking each other up.
5922, booking.com.
Oh, I'm sorry. Is it bad to say octopus
I
now?
have no idea what that relates to.
Booking.com.
Yeah, 529, and this was April 29. So you want me to pay for a hotel that you booked on May 29th?
No.
Marathon gas receipt from Flint.
Yeah, I've heard several different
My clients have
stories.
had to travel across the state in order to reevaluate their belongings.
Well, he ought to be entitled to
I feel
know.
like she is really Meg, and Meg just cut her hair, got rid of the glasses, and, took care of herself a little bit
Some
now,
of the
Thank you,
belongings in
Darren.
the property were damaged as well.
especially her mouth.
I've wasted 2 hours of my time because I've set out a hearing for this that we aren't gonna be able to accomplish. You have 21 days to, you're not just gonna show up and take testimony and say, this
There's
is.
a cat on that lady.
Is. He needs to know what it is that you're claiming.
He just pushed a cat.
21 days.
He did
That's why I
too.
set it out
They won't see.
a month and a half. Yeah, I checked yesterday. There was no damage claim, and I didn't know what it was you were claiming. Plaintiff has 21 days. This is also a claim and delivery action. It's not a damage hearing. And so he.
Stand and deliver.
Well, they got their stuff back. The original pleading.
Some colored pencils and an inhaler and an office chair worth $4,000.
Ruby Soho.
Does contain a supplemental complaint, and that's it. But you need to do more than file some receipts for a part of it a half an hour before the hearing starts. Plus, if you file a formal complaint with damages and he doesn't show up, I'm in a position where I can enter a default.
So were they supposed to be doing this today and they basically came unprepared, maybe? Is that?
Knows what it is you're claiming, and he can.
I don't know.
Disagree. Plaintiff had 21 days to file a formal supplemental damage complaint.
And they
I
didn't do it.
will be sure to do that, Your Honor. I would ask that my clients send me an email with their most up-to-date phone number so that we can discuss all of the damages. Once we're
Once
out of
that
this
is
program.
received, I will set a date.
She seems really nice. What is he doing all up his shirt?
I just saw that
I
was
don't
very
know whether
weird.
He got notice of this. I don't know whether he got these receipts that you sent to me. They were sent to us by email at about 2:30. Does he have notice of this stuff?
Not as of yet, Your Honor, and that's due to when I got this information as well, and I will make sure that Mr. Kramer gets this as well.
Mr. and Mrs. Burton, you're the plaintiffs in this case, and you're asking this man to pay you a lot of money because you claim you damaged your property. As the plaintiff, you have the burden of proof. So it's not very easy for your lawyer when you give him the information about 5 minutes before the hearing is supposed to occur. And it's not fair to him. In addition to these receipts that don't tell me much, she proposed to take testimony from you about your damage. He is going to be, if he had shown up, he'd be completely blindsided. So we have 21 days to file it. Once it's filed, I'll set up for a hearing. And I want to make sure he has received notice of it.
We'll provide
So-
proof of service as well.
All right.
Well,
I think that's it, Creed.
yeah, I think that is it, as they say. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. Another wonderful edition of We Got a Case again. Back at 4:00 for 4:05. Chase.
You can join us earlier. The chat will be live and going crazy about 15 minutes before airtime.
Yeah, a bunch of
Right
people
on
going
the-
there. Hey, they're late.
Yeah, start yelling. And
Hell are they? Is this live?
You could be the first to lick it. I mean, like it. Yeah. So make sure you do that. If you haven't already liked this video, now is the time. You've waited this long. Seize the moment, my friend.
8:00 Eastern tonight on a special day.
Special.
Members only.
That's
Remember
right.
that?
Three big shows one day.
Yeah.
So make sure you're back for that. You'll get a plethora of entertainment tonight. Yeah. Until next time. We'll see you then. That didn't make sense. Until next time, let's try it again. Until next time. Stay in touch with yourself. Nope,
you
that didn't
honestly
work.
think you're fucking funny?
Until next time, if you can't be good, be good. at
All
it.
week long.
That's the wrong one.
Whoops.
I need to
You
work
got
on that.
mail.
That's not good.
Wrong button.
I know.